morning. We do have a lot of cancellations in our listing area at most of our schools. Of course, our 3 county schools are all canceled this morning, and others around us are. Of course, we know this is a big snow day. Should I? Snow. A lot of great snow this morning. A lot.
A lot. I think we got about 7-8 inches.
I was going to say, yeah. Of course, I felt like 10 inches, so I don't know. We've got a lot. Depends on, I guess, if it started drifting a little bit and making some of those mounds. But road conditions, I do want to say, in the county are not good, okay? And I'm not knocking the county workers. They're out there, a lot of roads to keep up with. And we know that, of course, I'm not a professional in this, but we've had a lot of snow, and then we had a lot of the sleet coming down. Then you mixed in the cold temperatures with the ice now, and then more snow, more sleet, and it's just like I think the National Weather Service called it like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
So
Well, we didn't get the ice to begin with, which would have been the cookie layer.
Yeah.
And then we got the snow, and then we got some sleet freezing rain last night. So there was a reverse. And we've got an update. 8:07 is our latest update on our travel advisory map, and so we found out this morning why there is a travel advisory.
All right, and which is different than a
state of emergency. And
two different things.
Hopefully, Denny will explain
It's like the tornado watch and the tornado warning.
Yes,
two different things.
Travel advisory is emergency vehicles only, and I guess during COVID we were essential, so we figured we needed to be out. And but anyway, we got Perry County, Harrison, Crawford, Orange, Lawrence, Monroe, Brown, Jennings, Bartholomew, Jackson, Washington, Clark, and Floyd, Scott, Jefferson, Ripley, Decatur. There's several. Switzerland. They're just about all of southern Indiana. Du Bois County, Perry are under the travel warning. Most of the other ones are on the travel watch, and then up north, usually north that's hit by stuff, but this time we got it.
They're smiling at us. North is like, you poor.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank. I stopped myself. Yes.
Yeah.
We can do it though. We're okay. All right. So I guess it's good. It's kind of going over like Kimball's closed today. Trying to get some of the different
most places.
Most places are closed today. Borden Henryville closed. Southern Hills Daycare closed. MPP. Here we go. Here's Denny with us this morning. Good morning, Denny.
Hey, how are you, Becky?
Fantastic. And of course, I have Greg with me also this morning. Happy Monday.
Good morning.
And Denny,
Happy Monday.
Where are you at this Monday morning?
I am at home right now. I'm monitoring the weather. I have a conference here on the computer with the state EOC coming up and National Weather Service, so I've been just monitoring everything from here.
All right. And what are some of the things, I guess, give us some updates, and no, the road conditions are not good for traveling at all.
They are not. We are still under a warning. I know that the county units have been out all night trying to keep up with some of this stuff, but the problem you have now is as they are plowing and as they go by some of the side roads, that stuff that they're plowing up is ice, so it's pretty hard to get through. It's best if everybody just stays off the roads until we can get all of this stuff cleaned up. Plus, we have this other system that's coming in that's going to dump probably another 2 inches of snow by 1 o'clock this afternoon.
And I don't want to confuse people, but we are so do you think that this possibly, I hate to put words in our mouth and I don't want to start any rumors, do you think that it'll go on to the severe of the possibly state of emergency, or are we just too early to even see where we're at on that?
Okay, when we are in the warning, that is a state of emergency. It has been declared by the county commissioners. The state is not in a state of emergency because the northern half did not get affected. However, here in Washington County, we declared disaster and put us under a warning. So it is a state of emergency until we can get the roads cleared and keep everybody safe.
Okay. All right. And we are noticing most places have closed. Most places are, of course, our schools and a lot of our businesses are closed today because of this.
Right, and we're gearing up for some high winds that are going to be coming in this afternoon. Hopefully, I know that we did get quite a bit of ice dropped on top of that snow. Some places got about a half inch, and some places got about 3/4 of an inch. If we can keep the power lines and trees standing, that would be wonderful, but we are going to have some wind gusts this afternoon of about 30 miles an hour, and that's what's going to cause us some problems with electricity.
Well, and have we had any? I saw on social media that someone said something. Have we had any folks that's had any without electricity?
Not that I'm aware of. I talked to the sheriff's department this morning. I was at the sheriff's department into the evening last night trying to track the storm and make sure everything was going well with the citizens, and everything seemed to be quieted down because everybody has been, or most everybody's been heeding to stay off the roads. Our drive home last night from the sheriff's department, it took us about 35 minutes, and it normally takes us about 15. So the roads are very treacherous. Most people are staying off the roads today, which is a wonderful thing, and it's getting the crews out there to get everything cleaned up.
Right. And going back on this, with the officers, are and with you working with the sheriff's department and all around so good, what, like, are the sheriff's department having trouble if they have to get somebody or help people out, or what are we seeing as far as like people stranded, or are we seeing cars in the ditch? We saw one yesterday that flipped completely over, but they were okay.
Right.
But
Right. We had the car that flipped. We did have a semi that jackknifed up in Saltillo. We had a few minor slide-offs, but this morning they said that they have been dealing with a lot of people who have been sliding off, trying to make it somewhere and just not being able to make it. Your side streets, the county roads, are going to be treacherous for a while because of this extra snow. They waited until the freezing rain was done so that they could get the freezing rain off with the snow underneath it. Had they cleaned the roads of all the snow and that freezing rain came down, that would have been stuck to the roads.
right.
So they're getting as much as they can now off the roads, but it's a big county, lots of roads, lots of twists and turns. So please be patient. Rick came up with a wonderful schedule to make sure that they're moving and getting things taken care of. So, and I know it's all hands on deck this morning for them.
Right. And kind of going back, like when you're talking about like the snow, keeping the snow on the roads for almost like a blanket to kind of shield some of the ice and some of that ice mixture that we were having, correct?
Right. That is exactly what they did. Then if you go out and check your yard now, you can actually pick up that layer of ice off the top of the snow. So it's not sticking to the roadways. It's not sticking to, so it's easier for them to get it cleaned off today. Had they cleaned it yesterday and then that ice came down, it would have been very hard to take care of this morning.
Right, yeah. Well, and then of course going over, like if anyone is out or gets stranded, of course some things that we've talked about earlier before, when you've been on the radio with me about, making sure that you have a blanket, your flashlight, and
have water with you just in case you're going to be out there for an extended period of time. Don't know how soon you can get help. So make sure that you have, something to drink. Make sure if you do, put your flashes on, make sure everybody can see you. If not, hang something bright colored out the window of your car so people can see that. Just make sure you're very visible.
Right. Well, and hopefully, we won't have that, everyone stay in. But also, if they are at their house and let's say their electricity goes out, do they need to report this and kind of let the authorities know that so that if they need help, right?
Most of the electric companies do that online. We monitor that from the sheriff's department, from dispatch. Please don't call dispatch and tell them about the power outage. Chances are we know it, and you're also tying up the lines from other emergencies that are coming in. Call your electric company or get online and report it online, and that way that can come up and we can see that. Like I said, we monitor that so we know what's going on.
Right. Well, and again, hats off to and a shout out to all of our drivers that have been driving all night long. We know that this doesn't stop, and they haven't stopped. So a big shout out to them and praying for their safety too, because when you're talking that ice and stuff, no matter what kind of vehicle you're in, it
You
could
can
be
slide off,
slide
right.
off, yeah. So
Right. And to the dispatchers who have been taking care of
absolutely.
things, and of course, especially the officers who've been out there.
Yeah.
The sheriff has been out. He came into dispatch last night, and he was just so soaking wet he had to hang his coat up so it could drip dry. But he was out there, handling things and helping out as usual. So everybody's been working together.
And we're supposed to, after this is over with, then we're going to get some continued cold temperatures. So this is not going to go away very soon, is it?
It is not going to go away very soon. The storms today are going to go until about 1 p.m., and then the winds are going to start to pick up, and then the temperatures are going to start to plummet. On Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we'll probably have a wind chill of about -6. So it's going to be extremely, extremely cold. Make sure that you put your faucets on drip. Make sure, you bring your animals in for sure. Make sure that you shut off any rooms that you're not using. Pull your blinds. Try to keep the heat inside your house just in case you lose electricity.
Right. And always have flashlights handy, and be prepared. That's getting proactive. And you kind of got to give, I guess, the National Weather Service and everybody that had a hand in predicting this. They were right.
Yes, and they even said that they were worried that it wasn't going to be as bad as they thought. But they wanted to get it out there just in case it was, just so people always prepare for the worst. Because if you prepare for the worst, you're ready for anything that's coming.
Right. And, of course, that's kind of the line of business you're in, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and deal with what you get.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say that if anybody doubted any National Weather Service or the weather folks, I just want to say they were spot on this. So
they were definitely spot on.
And I think everybody did prepare. I think I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people did. Of course, we saw a lot of people prior to this, going getting groceries, getting prepared, getting ready to hunker down. So everyone, you've got food, you've got warmth, and you got shelter. Then just stay in, and and I think we just got to get. It's been a while since we've had anything like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's best to just stay off the roads. Hopefully you did get your groceries and everything early, and you can just stay off the roads and let the crews take care of what they need to take care of.
Right. Well, Danny, we want to keep us informed if there's anything else that we can get out there. Thank you for all you do. I know you've been fantastic, and I know you've been on the ball. And again, thank you for the whole team, everybody out there doing what they do, and they make it look easy, but we know it's not. And I think definitely we do our part and stay off the roads and stay in.
Right. That is the biggest thing everybody can do is just stay off the road, stay in until we can get everything cleaned up.
All right. Thank you, Denny. All right. Take care. Be safe. And let me know if there's any updates, okay?
I sure will. Thank you very much, Becky. Bye, Greg.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Fantastic. And, so we want to be careful out there. We're on the 6th day already of January, and it is a Monday. So
starting the year off with a bang, as they say.
And our own Sheriff Brent Miller is free right now, so we're going to call him and see what's going on with him and talk with our sheriff about the county roads. Hi, Brent. We got you live on Coffee Club this morning. Thanks for letting us talk with you. We just got off the phone with Denny, and she was singing praises. Your ears should have been burning, and so we want to find out. Give us some updates from our sheriff's department.
Okay. Well, not sure what Denny told you, but I'll probably repeat a lot of the things that she said. Obviously the roads are very slick and hazardous, and we are asking that people be patient, give the highway departments a chance to do their job. For the most part, most people have been doing a pretty good job staying off the roads. I was out till about 11 o'clock last night, and things were about well as could be expected. You had a few people venture out and getting stuck, slide offs, and things like that. For the most part, people were at home. They had enough warning to get out and get their necessities, things like that. So probably the big thing that we can say is just to ask people to please be patient. Try to enjoy time with your family today, the next couple of days, because you're probably going to be snowed in for a couple of days. It's not something that's going to go away overnight. It's quite a bit of snowfall and things, and it's going to take the highway departments a couple of days to get on top of this. And just try to be patient with us and enjoy a little bit of time there you got at home.
Yep.
and unfortunately the temperatures are going to drop after this. So this is going to stick around for a while. It's not going to go anywhere. And of course, we're worried about the additional snowfall coming in today. We're supposed to get a couple additional inches of snow on top of this. I'm not sure exactly how much ice we had. I think Denny, when she spoke with me on the phone this morning, I think she said we had about a half to 3/4 of an inch of ice on the wires and things like that. Winds are supposed to pick up this afternoon. That's the big thing that concerns us, is when the winds pick up this afternoon, that we could have power outages. And Denny has been working very diligently all week trying to get warming station information and stuff like that, places that are going to open up if, in the event that power does go out, where people can possibly get to shelter and things like that. And we'll respond to things as they come in. We do remind everybody, please do not call the Sheriff's Department, the dispatch center, for road conditions and things like that. We need to leave the lines open for emergency calls that come in. We are starting to get a few of those calls from people. Usually when stuff like this happens, we'll get some calls from people that'll need medication or other things like that, and we do try to get to those people and get everything taken care of. And Denny put together a list of volunteers from the fire departments that's got 4-wheel drives that will try to get out and help us with things too. We have to prioritize everything, of course, and we'll try to do our best to get to everybody. But if everybody is patient and stays at home, why, it would be a big help for the highway departments and for us as well.
Absolutely. Well, we have to remember too, we have some in our county, and and everyone matters so much, that have medical conditions that might have to get out and and on the roads. And of course that would be something that you just need to stay out of their way. And if there was something like that, and those are good reminders for every the folks that want to just get out and look at it. I mean, you can get outside of your house and walk around and do some snowball fights if you want to, or whatever, but just stay off the roads.
Yeah, because we do have some dialysis patients in the county that we do, when it gets like this, we do go pick them up and give them rides to their treatments and then back up in. And people that are out joyriding and things, if you get stuck and you block a road, it could prevent, response time getting somewhere to help somebody in an emergency and things like that. So, people want to get out and sled ride and play on their side-by-sides and stuff. That's great. Feel free to do all that stuff. Just try to stay off the roads when you do that.
Right. Well, let's talk about, we've had some slide-offs, some wrecks, and there looked like a pretty bad one, and what a blessing that everyone was fine, that one that flipped over yesterday.
Yeah, that's been probably the worst accident that we had yesterday, because the vehicle rolled over, but luckily nobody got injured in that accident. We had several slide-offs yesterday that just a matter of pulling people back up on the road. And then we had that semi out at Saltillo that got stuck yesterday and closed down Saltillo-Bono Road for, an hour or two while they got that semi back out. And for the most part, like I said, it's been slide-offs, no injury accidents, thank goodness. And hopefully if everybody stays at home, we'll be able to say at the end of this, everybody did a great job. We just had a few slide-offs and was able to pull people back up on the road and get them going. And, vehicles can be replaced, but your loved ones, their lives and things like that can't. So, unless somebody just has to get out in an emergency, just stay at home and watch a little more TV as long as you got power. And hopefully we don't have any power issues. We're crossing our fingers, but chances are if the wind picks up, we probably will end up with some power outages.
Yeah. And, we were talking, Denny, we were all on the National Weather Service call and stayed up with the forecast, and, they couldn't have been, they were right on point. I mean, they hit the mark for sure. And, and they did talk about, the ice, and then, of course, the power outages possibly. And these are things, that make sure you have plenty of blankets, and, and do not do things like don't bring, I guess don't bring a grill inside. Don't try to do, things that are are very unsafe, I guess. But try to keep blankets and stay warm. And I guess those are some tips that I guess to do. And I guess Google it before it actually happens, I guess.
That's right.
on generators. You know, a lot of people will probably use generators in the event that the power goes out. You just need to keep those away from your house as well a little bit. You know, put a little space between those in your house. And if you've got carbon monoxide detectors there in your house, make sure that you got new batteries in them and that they're working properly and things to help out. And like you said, don't bring a barbecue grill inside to use for heat.
No, I didn't even know we had to, but I was reading and I saw where it said do not do, and I thought, is that a thing? I didn't even.
I'm sure.
Well, people in desperate times call for desperate measures sometimes, and people do thinking about it, and that can be a real issue to do those things. And you know, about your space heaters and things like that too. You know, be careful. Don't put those on extension cords and things like that, and don't put them near flammable items and such. And just try to be safe, because you know the fire departments will be standing by and be ready for things like that. But you've got to remember, it's difficult getting fire trucks around as it is, let alone when you got this kind of snow and things on the. But you'll have a delayed response from fire departments and things too. So.
Right.
And
what if you
all that water is going to turn into ice. So.
Yeah, really, that is true. And if you use a space heater, watch a blanket. Watch blankets or children. You know, be careful too. There's so much safety. Just be so careful with all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, is there? And then, of course, is there anything else that we need to get out? Of course, you know, our county roads. We have. I think I always like to go back over how many we have. So many county roads, and I feel like the county trucks, and of course we know the city and the state, everybody's doing a great job. It's just a lot to keep up with, and of course these are not the best conditions to do. This is something we've not done in a while. Just good reminders for everybody.
Absolutely, Becky, and I can say that last night when I went home at 11 o'clock, there were still crews out. They were out all day yesterday. Keep up with it, and they'll continue to be out all day today. And then every day forward, Rick Boyles over at the Highway Department's got a plan for the Highway Department. They're doing a great job given the circumstances. It just takes a lot. You're right. Washington County is the 7th largest county in the state area-wise. It's a big county. You got a lot of mileage of roads. It's going to take a while to get around to everybody. The good thing is that the Weather Service gave everybody enough notice that people should have got down and picked up their necessities, you know, bread, milk, and those things to be able to hunker down for a couple of days and give the Highway Department a chance to do their thing. Because somebody already made the comment about, you know, the state highway piling up snow at the end of their driveways. I said, well, they don't do that intentionally. They're just trying to clear the roads. And unfortunately, your side roads and your driveways and things like that end up with piles of snow out there. And it's just going to be a little more shoveling for people. And with that ice, that kind of changes. It's a game changer for everything. It's not just easy to shovel that ice as it is the snow. And so it's going to take a little extra time to get the roads back in shape and things. And just, you know, but probably the best thing we can do is just ask people to be patient. And please try to stay home unless you just have to get out. Because the more people that are out on the road stuck, and we have to call the county highway to come and help with emergency situations, that takes them away from doing other things. So, like I said, if everybody can just kind of be patient, and they've been doing a great job so far. Hats off to everybody. They've been doing a pretty good job staying home, and there's not been much traffic out. When I got up this morning and came in, I met absolutely nobody out on the highway until I got into town this morning. And so people are heeding the warning, and they're doing a great job.
Well, going back to, you know, talking about the plows and, you know, and if they pile it up, that we're not unique. I mean, other communities are having the same thing. You know, I'm hearing other people say that same thing, but, you know, when they're plowing, they're just trying to clear the roads, you know. They're,
right.
You know, and that's okay. I mean, this is part of it, you know, in other communities, we're not unique on that. There's other road crews in other communities that are doing the same, so it's part of it. You know, this is just the way it is. And then going back also, speaking of, you know, we've been at this for many years, and I just want to say the National Weather Service and everyone, you know, giving us the updates. We've come a long way, baby, because years ago, this would have never been predicted. I mean, nobody would have necessarily seen all this coming on, you know, and what a blessing that we can have that prep before going to the grocery stores, you know, filling up our vehicles with, you know, with gas, and, you know, and kind of getting a family plan of how, you know, what to do, and also for our businesses, our schools. What a huge blessing and huge step that we've taken in this direction.
Oh, and it's hard to tell how many lives have been saved by the advanced technology and meteorology and things like this. Yes, they were able to give us a really good advance notice. It was pretty obvious. I was out in town Friday and Saturday at the JC store, and it's extremely busy. And you go to Walmart, and there wasn't a parking spot empty in the parking lot. And I know I went there yesterday to see about getting a couple extra snow shovels for police cars, and they were absolutely out of snow shovels. And among other snow items. And so a lot of people got out and got their necessities that they needed, and were able to do that because of the advance notice. And I can say that, the National Weather Service has done a great job ahead of time, because, I get emails from them every single day, and I don't know how many times a day. Denny's been on several phone conferences with the National Weather Service and other emergency services to try to help prepare for this. And Denny's done a really good job getting the county prepared for this. So
she has.
Back in
She has.
2000, I think it was 2004, when we got the 30 inches. 32
I don't
inches of snow.
that year, but I remember that snow, and that
was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, we've come now. We've come a long way, baby. I do want to say Walmart has got back. They have got their stock. They just got a shipment or a truckload of salt. They do have their salt, but as far as shovels, and remember we just talked with last week. The National Heart Association, and for anybody out there, we don't want any, heart attacks or any kind of health issues. So they say to take small, shovels to shovel. It might take a little bit longer. Take smaller, smaller digs instead of these large, big digs of snow removal.
Absolutely, Becky, and probably one of the key things to take away from this too is don't forget to check on your neighbors.
Yeah. Yep.
Your friends, your neighbors, and check on people. And I know I saw yesterday on Facebook at one point where Philip Colliser was putting his tire chains on his tractor out clearing driveways, and there's a lot of people that'll do that and get out and clear driveways for their neighbors and stuff. And and hopefully somebody will come and help you dig out if you have an issue or something like that. But get out and check on your neighbors, make sure they're okay, and if you can help somebody dig out, why step up and help your neighbors out. Check on the elderly and things like that as well. There's a lot of elderly people that may or may not have anybody to help them out.
I agree, and I did see that too. And I saw a gentleman that said that he would help for free, help if someone they got stuck. He would help them get out, So it just is our community, it's our county, it's the way they do, the way they roll, and and I love that when everybody's helping each other, and But right now, the biggest help that we can do for our law enforcement, our county, city, and state, and everybody that's out, doing the roads, is to stay off the roads and stay home.
You're spot on, Becky.
So, all right. Well. Sheriff Brent Miller, thank you so much, and please keep us updated, and pray there's no more accidents, and hopefully that the electricity will keep going on, and of course we'll find out what businesses are open or closed. We'll keep everyone in tune with that, and our schools, see what goes on. But right now the conditions are very severe outside, very dangerous, so don't get on the road.
I'm going to guess this will be a long week at home with the kids.
That's right.
Yeah, that Christmas break may just got extended a little bit.
Well, that's where you get them outside and you do some you bake some snowman, you do some snowball fights, some sledding.
That's one thing they don't sell at Walmart, is patience.
Right. Well, we've been pretty fortunate the last couple of winters. We've had some pretty mild winters, and then here you go. Here's a good one where the kids can actually get their sleds out and do some sled tubing and just have a good time and enjoy the snow for a couple of days, because it's going to be around for at least probably 7 to 10 days anyway.
Yeah, I was just looking at the 30-day forecast, and it looks like the week of the 13th, it'll start warming up, maybe enough to maybe melt some of this stuff.
Actually, well, that won't come soon enough.
Oh, I know. Actually, the week of the 20th will be, that toward the end of that week, it looks like we'll be back up in the 40s. So it might be here for a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, people are going to be. I mean, it's great now, especially those people that like snow. They're going to be happy now, but by the end of 7 to 10 days of this, everybody's going to be tired of it and ready for it to go away. But then things will turn into mud. Then it'll get all muddy. But So,
Yeah.
enjoy it while it's here for a day or two.
Well, I'm gonna be the odd person out. I like it. I'm sorry. I love the whole everything snow. I mean snowboarding, snow fight,
All
snowman
the
fight,
snow things.
all the snow things. Yeah.
Well,
I'm here for all the snow things.
that snow was probably good snowball snow until we got that ice on it and stuff. Now I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to make snowballs well enough to throw them or not, but I guess there'll be plenty of people finding out.
Well, what Becky did, she went and made her snowballs before the sleet, and then now they're hard, and that's what she'll throw at me. Probably.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got some. Yeah.
Be nice, Becky.
I'll try.
She
But-
played the weather forecast really well.
That's
Nope.
I do like it. Well, it's enjoy it. You know what I mean? I guess dance in the rain or whatever. So I guess sing in the snow. Enjoy it. Just have some fun with it. Hot chocolate. Have all of the hot chocolates and all of the fun out there and enjoy it. But stay safe and keep yourself covered. Remember, and the National Heart Association said keep a hat on your head. And make sure you be careful out there if you are shoveling snow. Take breaks every so often too. So keep up the great work, you and your Ho team for the Ho County, City, and State. Sheriff Brett Miller, thank you for all you do.
All right. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity, Becky. We'll continue to try to keep people posted and updated.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Thanks, Sheriff.
All right. Thanks, Becky.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, fantastic, and all over it. Yeah. So.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'm ready to throw some snowballs. Okay.
I know.
I like a good snowball fight.
I know.
It's I don't think the word fight. I think this good snowball.
And we need to build
Adventure.
a snowman.
Yeah. Well, we need to make a snowman, and they were making snow igloos yesterday. I'm telling you
saw
right
that.
now, that was a whole thing.
Now, I
That was
remember back in '78. Did you?
Yes,
You?
I think
did
so.
I know you were.
I think. Yeah. we.
You weren't much out of the crib, but
Listen to that. Yeah, that's your
but-
story. Let's stay to that one.
anyway.
I like that.
Knowing that, we were building tunnels in the snow.
Yeah.
And when that was discovered, I was told that's a no, but it was pretty fun when we were doing it.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, it's almost like people go places and spend big money like on igloos, like
yeah.
to go and like have supper in an igloo, have
Have a drink
in an igloo, right? People do that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you've got it right here. It's at your fingertips right now, okay? You can make your own little igloo. You can go out there and have your own cup of coffee or your hot chocolate or whatever, And when we start getting this cold, we kind of do go on from or coffee on to hot chocolate. Let's see what today is real quick. Today are some of our holidays, and we always like to see this real quick. We're on the 6th day of January. Today is Apple Tree Day. Apple Tree Day. Yeah, Apple Tree Day.
Probably should plant an apple tree today.
I don't think so. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Cuddle Up Day. Oh,
There you go.
beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Cuddle Up Day. Yeah, so if you're inside, since we got no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And just put the fireplace going with a blanket, and I don't think you need anything else. Let's see here. Also, National Thank God It's Monday Day.
There we
Thank
go.
God it's Monday Day, okay? National Bean Day, okay?
Any kind of beans? What's your favorite bean?
Let's see. I get so confused. I don't remember all the names of them. Let's see. You have, is it brown beans, navy beans? What? I don't know all my beans.
The green
Kidney
bean.
beans.
The green bean.
Oh, green bean. That'd be my duh. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it was showing like baked beans.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
That's
baked
good,
beans.
too.
Yeah.
And you like the white beans and cornbread.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we like the chili beans.
Chili beans. What's your favorite kind of bean? How about a human bean? That's my
Human
favorite.
bean. I like green beans.
Green beans. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I know you do. And we do. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. All right. National King Cake Day. Ooh, a king cake.
It's getting that time.
Now, that's the one where they put the little baby inside of it. But now,
Whoever gets that then has to supply it or make it for the next year.
I like that. Well, but now with the safety of it and the way we are now, everybody has to be so careful. They aren't putting the babies in the cakes anymore. I think maybe if you buy one, I think this is what I saw. You get one on the side, and then if you choose to put it in there, well, somebody was chewing up a baby.
On the side.
Somebody was chewing that. I've got my baby on my
I think
side.
every woman would say that. Can I have my baby on the side? Rather than inside?
No. There's nothing like, carrying a baby. Inside. No. Later on, later on, when their legs are touching the ground, you kind of want to
get it out.
Yeah. But anyway, National King Cake Day. Yes, I'd say if anybody has any king cake and they want to share, yes. Ooh, National Shortbread Day. Shortbread cookies. Remember, we just saw
shortbread cookies.
Actually, shortbread cookies are on clearance at Walmart, but don't go out and get them. But they'll be there. They're the little dogs. What's the West Terriers dogs? Little West Terriers.
Was it the? What's the one that the Queen has? Was that what it was?
No, those are corgis.
Oh,
this is West Terriers. West Terrier was a West Terrier.
No,
West
that's
Westie.
Oh.
Go west, young man. There's some kind of Westies.
Westie.
Westie.
I don't know what it is.
Westie. Wait, that sounds like that's Westie. All right, Westie. Anyway, National Shortbread Day, National Smith Day. Okay, heads off to all Smiths out there. Yeah. National Take a Poet to Lunch Day. You could do a Zoom call with them. Do not get out. You could go if you know I'm a poet and don't know it. I can make them rhyme any old time. National Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day.
Yep,
for those.
Got that done.
Yeah, but for those that do not, this would be a good day to do that. National Technology Day. Hopefully, technology will work today.
We've partially got.
Yeah.
Captain, we've partially got main power.
I'm trying to get power, Captain. I know. Ooh, National Weigh-In Day. Make sure you take off your snow boots.
Let's not. Yeah, take everything out of your pockets.
That's right. Your
take
earrings
your shoes off. Your socks off.
Everything.
If you got heavy pants, take them off.
Absolutely. Let's see here. World Day of War Orphans. Okay, so get out and enjoy.
You always weigh less at home when you can take off most of your clothes than you do at the doctor's office.
Oh, the doctor's office. And then whenever you're taking off your shoes, sometimes they give you like looks, and I'm like, don't judge me. I can't.
Look, I'm wearing 3 or 4 pounds
That's
worth of
right.
clothes. I'm shucking this off.
Yeah, these shoes need to go. We watched the award show last night.
Yep, Golden
a little
Globes.
surprises on some of that. I was a little shocked on some of that, but anyway, yeah, it was very interesting. I saw a lot of pretty gowns. I like to see how they dress and everything, and it looked like they had a good time. So, fun time.
Yeah, they each. I think that I thought I saw that each person's little gift bag was worth over $1 million.
Yeah, I would think the gift bags would be awesome. Yeah, I'd want a gift bag.
I'd say so.
I think though, if you got a gift bag, I'd want to start going through it automatically. As soon as you hand it to me, I'd want to. Oh, let's see what's in here, right?
Let's see if I can find what the. Okay, here's. Let's see what we can find.
What the gift bag had in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Private flight and stay to see the Northern Lights in Finland, and that was worth $48,000.
How fun! Wait, what if they all go together? Wouldn't that be fun? Like if you took that trip and that'd be fun.
So Harrison Ford got one.
Well, yeah, he was there.
All these people were 3-night stay. I don't know.
Harrison Ford. There were other ones.
I mean, can you imagine all these people? Because he's kind of. I think kind of no nonsense, but you think that some of these people that got this,
he was taking that trip.
Do you think he'll go? A
Let's
3-night stay in a beachfront villa in Turks and Caicos worth $507,492. A luxury yacht charter throughout Indonesia's Coral Triangle worth $60,000.
Yeah.
What happened to like hand lotion and some gum?
You know what? That's so funny. I feel like when I give like little bags to people, I feel like I need to up it now.
Oh
I feel
my
like
God.
I know. I feel like because I do the
5
lotion.
Nights, 5 nights at a wellness retreat in the Maldives worth $33,800. One night.
I think I would take that one.
You could take all your trips in this one bag for the stuff. 5 nights at a wellness retreat in the. Oh, I said that. 1 night stay in.
Wait, think about a wellness retreat. Stop.
Beverly Hills worth $1,500.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm still on the wellness treat or the wellness trip. How wonderful! 5 days in a wellness trip. So they would probably feed you. They would probably massage you.
Yep.
They would probably just do all the things. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Now. Okay. What was that?
Tips.
Take.
Tips not included. A 3-night stay at the Ritz in Bali, worth $5,800.
That'd be
A
fun.
wine tasting experience in France, worth $272,000. A fancy serum, the Pure Gold Radiance Concentrate from La Prairie, worth $935.
Is that what you put on your face?
I'm going to guess so.
Oh.
There's a link here so we can actually go to it.
Oh.
A current body LED light therapy mask worth $469. I'm sure Harrison Ford's going to use that.
Oh, I think
His
wife will be using that.
A bespoke, yeah, every guy's wife's going for
Absolutely.
the bag. A bespoke suit from Italy worth $11,400.
Wait, a what?
A bespoke.
A bespoke suit.
Now that's a whole thing. A bespoke. I don't really
Okay.
can't
It's
really
a suit?
It's a suit, but it's a style.
Okay.
And then a bunch of liquor, wine, and cigars. So that probably be what the guys go after, and just give the rest of it to their wives.
Well, I was thinking that if you took those trips, like if you were like really pretty cool, like you could almost like
Yeah,
just
you could
like book one and then book another one. I mean, if you could stagger those, I mean, that would probably take you into a while. I mean, like, right?
This is just a small selection of the gifts, some of which
there's
are
more?
available to everyone, and some which are just available for a select few. Example: one random person got a non-surgical stem cell facelift from some guy for worth $40,000.
Well, you know why he did that? So that he would hook them.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, but now on me, they would say, Becky White, here's your bag, and it would be the lotion. No, I don't want their bags.
My goal is to do something to be invited to the Golden Globes, so my wife
Can get a
dress
bag.
up and
Just because you get invited does not mean you're going to get a bag. No, I think
Well,
no.
I think if you're there at the table, you get a bag.
Yeah, but you'd have to really. Yeah, but you could still go but
Oh, yeah. I
To
mean,
watch.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not getting a bag. You're not getting a bag. Your bag would be. Your bag would hold my purse, please. I'm just really thinking.
Yes, you can buy this Pure Gold. It's a revitalizing serum, and it's $935. I can add that right to my shopping cart.
I
right
don't
now.
think so. It's not going to happen. Anyway, good for them though. Yay for them, and enjoy and do all they do. You know. Yeah. Anyway, so much deserved, I guess. Oh, right.
That's a heck of a bag.
Yeah. All right. So yes, that was exciting, and got more award shows coming up in the future. Also, today is Divorce Day. It's the #1 day of
Wait a
the
minute,
year.
I thought it was Snuggle Day.
I know. How can I have?
Cuddle
I
day.
know. Cuddle and divorce. It's Divorce Day, the #1 day of the year for breakups. All right. It might be a good day to arrive home with flowers. The first working Monday in 2025 means Divorce Day, the day of the year you're most likely to get dumped. It's not clear if it's really true or not, but they do have some statistics that show January probably does deserve the title of a divorce month. I can't say it. A study in 2020 found Google searches for things like quick divorce more than double every January. Experts think it's because people tend to avoid breakups in November and December to just get through the holidays, or sometimes all the holiday stress can be the final straw. The first working Monday gets the Divorce Day title because the added stress of getting back to work, which none of us are going back to work, so there we go, can push
Some
people.
of us are.
This is not work. This is fun.
I know.
Okay. Back to work can push people over the edge. I guess it would be work. But in other words, it's a good day to toss out a random compliment or do something nice for your partner. Get him one of those bags. Get him the award show bag. It could save your relationship for now. So who knows? Who knows, right? So this is actually the #1 day of breakups. The first Monday of
Who would
January.
have thought?
Right? Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Right. So let's see, in 2025, here we go. Here are some, a lot of people made the New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people didn't because they just learned they're not going to set themselves up. Well, they've got the 5 healthiest diets in 2025, okay? The 5 healthiest, okay? #1, the Mediterranean diet.
I think this would be a good one.
Yeah, it limits sweets,
Yep.
processed foods,
Yep.
which are hard, okay, and red meat. Oh, good luck with that one. Let me see.
Limit. It didn't say cut it out. It just says limit.
I know, but let's see how you're doing that. Eats lots of fruits,
Yep.
veggies,
Yep.
your beans. Today's
Yep.
bean day. Grains,
Oh.
nuts, and healthy fats like chicken and fish. There we go.
We can do that.
Okay, number 2, the DASH diet is designated to lower blood pressure. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. Okay. It doesn't actually say what that diet is. It just says that it's
I'd say probably lower your salt would be a main thing.
the
salt and
DASH.
stress.
Okay, DASH diet. Yeah. Don't they make like a DASH salt, like it's not real salt or something? Don't they? And they're
Maybe.
DASH or something like that. I
Maybe.
think. Okay. And I think a lot of people are cutting that out. I've noticed a lot of like cooking.
But in a lot of your canned foods, even canned green beans and
Oh,
things,
yeah.
they're healthy. They're
yes,
loaded with salt
remember that.
or
And soups, like like the canned
Campbell's
soups.
soups.
Yeah. You don't have to name their name.
Not to knock, but anyway,
But yeah, some
things
of
that
the
are
canned
canned,
soups.
they put that in there as a preservative, and it's quite
Right.
a bit.
But you can get, if you can get,
You can.
yeah, that was a joke.
You
You can get them with lower sodium. So,
Can.
all right.
But actually, if you get the frozen vegetables, then they don't. I don't
There you
think
go.
they're
The flexation diet. It's mostly a vegetarian, but sometimes you eat meat. Okay. Now I think that would be good because you would have a lot of your veggies. The MIND diet. It's a mashup of Mediterranean and DASH with a focus on brain health. I love the brain health idea. And number 5, the Mayo Clinic diet. It's a 3-month program for weight loss. You eat balanced meals with smaller portions and can't eat while watching TV.
Okay.
Okay, wow. So you just have to sit there and eat. Okay. The rest of the top 10 are the TLC diet. Would that be Tender Loving Care
I guess
diet?
so. Or is that the group, TLC?
And the Cleveland Clinic diet. Dr. Wells diet.
Anti-inflammatory,
Yeah, diet.
volumetrics.
Yeah. So there we go. All right. So there we go. So
The Mediterranean diet helps prevent degenerative neurological delay. So I would be on for that. I don't need that any more than it already is.
well, I think the thing about the diet, we talked about that during New Year's resolutions. A lot of times the number one New Year's resolution is to diet, lose weight, and all that. And I think you have to remember that just because January the 1st hits, or January the 2nd, or today January the 6th, doesn't mean that you are ready to do it. You have to get yourself ready. I mean, you have to be successful. I think you have to be in that state of mind where you're ready to do it. Just because the calendar says it's a great idea doesn't mean that that you're ready for it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to get yourself ready for it if you feel. But I think a lot of times people will set themselves up, and then because I think like in a week or so they'll say this is the day that most people have already broke their New Year's resolutions, and I think that's just setting yourself up for failure, And you got to give yourself grace. When you're ready, you will do it, no matter what the calendar says.
Yeah.
So that's my
Good.
speech.
Yeah. There you go, and there you have it.
And there you have it. That's what I say, because I've seen so many people try to do that, and it doesn't work, and then they get bummed, and you don't get bummed,
Don't get bummed.
Just
Especially-
what makes that little
Especially when you're going to be
They-
at home with the kids all week.
That's
You
right.
won't be bummed.
He can't move a rubber tree plant. Anyone knows an ant can't.
I predict that there'll be enough parents that'll go over and volunteer to shovel snow at the school this week to get their kids back.
What can we do to help? We are here. I do want to say though that I was going to talk to when we talked to our sheriff Britt Miller and Denny, our emergency management. Something we do have that is set in place, and several communities have it, which we
Yes.
need to go back over. We have a warming station. And I actually was watching on social media yesterday. There was someone, a lady, she was walking, and she was trying to get to Paoli, and I don't know if she was trying to get to her mom's house to stay, and they were trying to find her a ride, which what a blessing. But also, in the meantime, everyone was telling her to go to the warming station. So that's a blessing. I know that in some areas they have other buildings, like some people, I think in Louisville, they've opened up the
the
different
library,
libraries. Yeah, so that's a blessing. And so check your community and find out where the warming stations are. But they do have food, they have clothing, and they have shelter. So definitely.
Would and this is I'm not just throwing this out there, but if this was going to be an extended thing, would this be something maybe they'd open the safe rooms for?
If they needed to, yeah.
Would that be?
The safe rooms are actually, I mean, it's a public school, so the safe rooms, Salem Community Schools are very generous and very good about opening those up. If there should be a need, but again, right now, there doesn't seem to be one. But we'll just take one day at a time, or one bite of the elephant, or one step at a time, however you want to say it.
Also, if some people got lottery tickets for Christmas, and this talks about the proper etiquette if you win big. Okay. So number one, and they're giving an example of $5,000 as big. Okay, which I mean, $100 would be big, right?
Well, if I won 10, I'd be woohoo! You'd see cartwheels.
Okay, number one, you could pretend that nothing happened.
I'm not that smooth.
Insist on privacy. Resist the urge to scratch it off in front of everybody. I know some people like that. They'd probably go in a corner and do that.
Yeah.
And you'd never know if they won or not.
Right, right.
Use it as a test. If you let people know, and if your friends or family, or if it's at work, a coworker is anything but happy for you to win, then that's not cool. So that would be you wouldn't want to share with somebody like that. I guess it says offer a kickback if it's a significant amount of money. If in the thousands, you could take the giver out for dinner. Pay it forward. Buy them a lottery ticket.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Split it with the giver. Several people say that they'd give the gift giver a cut, anywhere from 10% up to half, which is very generous. It depends on how much you get. Depends on the relationship. If it's someone you like, share some of the winnings. If it's somebody you don't like.
Oh, that's so bad. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's really going to help out. One person said, Uncle gave us all lottery tickets, but filled his info on the back in case it was, because it's like a second chance thing. If they don't win, you can still send it in, and you could be drawn to win something.
Oh, so I didn't
that's
know
where
that.
people go out and pick up.
We've seen them looking,
that,
in the trash.
Fill in their name and send it in, and then you could win.
Okay.
Anyway, the uncle gave them all tickets, and then he put his information on the back.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go.
So anyway.
Well, that's cool. All right, let me warm you up a little bit. A 23-year-old American guy may have crushed the record for the biggest wave surfed.
Oh, what?
On December the 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, Mavericks near San Francisco. The Guinness Book of World Records has not confirmed it yet, but it looks like it's going to be. It takes a little while before they actually confirm. They have to be 100% transparent. But a German guy holds the current record of 86 feet, and the estimate is this guy is 108. That's crazy. Can you imagine a wave that big? First of all, just getting up, we do have that boogie board. Just trying to stand up on that. I'm amazed. And when you try to ride that wave like that, that's a huge wave. 108 feet. Can you imagine?
Yeah, you got a 100-foot tower out here.
I know, but change the lights on that. But can you imagine, when you're at the peak of that, everything you're looking, and you'd have to be it'd be seconds. You'd have to I guess in your head have to take a photograph of it, because you'd have seconds before you had to. But you'd also have to be paying attention. You'd have to make sure your feet, your balance, everything is where it needs to be. It's just like whenever you're water skiing.
Yeah.
You get up and you're up in your water skiing and you're fine, but then when you start thinking about it, that's when. Don't think about it too much. Just ride it. Also, a trip to Thailand is too pricey, you say? Well, Richmond, Virginia just got its own tiny pygmy hippo, which I love hippos. She was born at the Metro Richmond Zoo last month. And let's see, she's hitting the pool for the first time. How cute. The zoo opted to let people vote on what her name was, and announcing it today, the two finalists were Poppy and Hammy May. Oh my gosh. Which would you go, Poppy or Hammy May?
Hammy.
Hammy for sure. Hammy's so cute to Mammy. That's so cute.
Hammy and Mammy.
Hammy, Mammy. I love that. Yeah. Hammy, yeah. That would be mine. Yeah. Okay, a 29-year-old guy from Houston is blowing up on TikTok after he taught his girlfriend to ice skate. Also, he could propose in the middle of the rink at the Rockefeller Center. He rented it out so they were 2 people on it, and you can watch that video. Yeah, well, that's cool. So not only did he teach her to ice skate, but then he proposed to her.
Oh, there we go.
Down on one knee, right?
If he could manage that,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Now can he get back up? Okay. Hun, could you help me get up? Not so smooth.
I'm too busy looking at my ring.
Not really.
Oh, guess what happened today in 52 years ago?
What?
1973, Schoolhouse Rock premiered on ABC, on another network.
Junction, what's your function?
The first song was.
I'm just a
No,
bill.
they played it in the last Spider-Man movie.
I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
3 is a magic number.
3. Oh my gosh. Boy, remember trying to sing that with it, along with it? Yeah, yeah. I'm just, yeah. Now, oh gosh, it's going to be stuck in my head. Those were good, though.
Yeah,
Those were really good.
They were awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And that was how many years ago? 53 years ago?
50, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. Maybe they'll bring those
January
back.
6, 1973.
Because when they started, that was the very first one.
As your body grows bigger, your mind must smaller. It's great to learn, 'cause knowledge is power.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. That's such a good
Good
message.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll bring those back. Hopefully by popular
And Wheel
demand.
of Fortune came. This must be a day for things, new shows. But Wheel of Fortune started today, back in 1975.
And
Chuck
did it,
Woolery.
okay, and was Vanna White, was it?
Don't know
Because
from
she's
the
been
beginning.
doing it for years.
Yeah, she's been doing it a long time. I don't know who, but Chuck Woolery was the first host. I remember
Well,
that.
And they talked about like Vanna White keeping her, because like I mean very good well with modern technology they don't
Yep.
she don't have to turn those,
Oh yeah.
but that was the part of it that made it unique. That,
And 6 years ago, back in 2019, Bohemian Rhapsody won the Golden Globe for Best Drama, and Rami Malek won the Best Actor.
Huh.
He played Freddie Mercury.
Sure did. Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here, but want to remind everybody. Thank you to Denny again from the from our. I just went blank from our
Emergency Management.
emergency management.
Agency.
Yeah, and then our Sheriff Brent Miller. Thank you again. I was reading. Sorry. Anyway, thank you to both of them for talking with us this morning, everyone, and keep up the great work for our city, county, and state crew, and our dispatchers, and our law enforcement, and everybody who's got a part, and of course, also our health professionals that have to be there at the hospital and our and Salem Crossing and Meadowview. Keeping up those. You talk about warriors right there, keeping it up and keep doing what you're doing and keeping everyone safe. So stay off the roads, be careful out there, and be safe. So.
And real quick on some sports, I think we do have a Salem Lions girls game this Tuesday.
Yeah.
The Colts won their last game yesterday in
Yeah,
overtime.
that was exciting.
IU and Purdue both won.
And we
their
did get to
basketball
give the
game.
tickets away.
Gave the tickets
Our
away,
local
yeah.
listeners could not make it, but we had some up in Indianapolis that could go, and so they took and used the tickets. We're happy about that.
And the wild card playoff schedule for this weekend is on Saturday. Los Angeles Chargers will play Houston. Pittsburgh will play Baltimore. Sunday, Denver and the Buffalo Bills will play. Also, Green Bay Packers and the Eagles, and Washington and Tampa Bay. And then on Monday next week, Minnesota and the Rams will play for the playoffs. So.
Wasn't it the Bills that they had a really fun game? I think it was one of their big linemen that got a touchdown. It was really exciting,
so.
yeah. And they were like, do the dance, get it. You know what I mean? I can't remember. I can't remember what his name was, but I think that happened at the Bills game. Yeah, it was a. Yeah, he got the ball and he ran with it and made a touchdown, and you don't usually see that happening very much. So he was a very he was a bigger guy, yeah. So he did it. So anybody can get a touchdown. Yes,
right.
they can. All right, let's think.
I think the Fridge got a touchdown back in the day.
Back in the day.
Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, there you go.
He was the big boy.
All right, let's thank our sponsors.
Yes, Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mendigan, Marshall Monuments, and McAllister Land Consulting.
And I do believe that Mama Rosa's is closed today. Let me see real quick. Maybe before we leave, I could talk with Joanne and see if they're going to be closed today. But of course, well, hang on. Maybe I should. I'm putting her on the spot real quick and seeing if Mama Rosa's is closed today.
Questions asked. I love the earbuds. Got them. Go to raycon.com/bigbox to get 15% off site-wide. That's right. Get 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/bigbox or go to rickburgessshow.com.
Big Fox Entertainment presents The Rick Burgess Show with Speedy, Greg Burgess, Eddie Van Adler, and Rick Burgess.
Thank you, Ken. We're ready to go. It is a brand new hour, and again this hour, somebody gonna get a chance to have one of the guys here on the show, and the real Greg Burgess, he's got the hot hand right now. I just, on the wonderful wheel of bundles, bits, and bucks. What's better than canned meat? Money.
Hey, if you want to win money, pick me.
Money.
That's all I can say.
So what we've done it 3 times. Now we're not going to do it every hour, obviously, because we'll all go broke. But we're going to continue to do it ongoing.
back to back.
But for the kickoff, it's every hour, and we've already given away $500 to 2 different people in Rock and Roll City Jam. So it's a hot hand, and somebody else will get another chance this hour. So we've been recapping and hopefully updating you. New website, rickburgessshow.com. The store is operating if you want to get some of the new swag. We got some cool stuff there. You know, everybody except Speedy really, really seems to really like it. You know, that, by the way, that one hurt just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hurt me so much.